Alright, amigos y amigas. So it's Monday, so it means it's time for a damn story already with ShadowKiller0212. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. Sweet feeling of love in the air, and also having that great crush that you fall in love with. You see that girl and you think she's so beautiful, so cute, and then you actually get to talk to her, you meet her for the first time ever, and then you just instantly, for some damn reason, spontaneously fall in love with the chick. And because you're so in love with the chick, you're just nervous about anything that you want to say to the chick, because you feel like if you say anything stupid or remotely dumb for a second, then you think that she's going to be turned off by you. And when she gets turned off by you, you're going to be sad as hell because of the fact that turns out that she doesn't love you like you thought she did. And it's just sad because, you know, you wanted her to fall in love with you, and because she didn't fall in love with you, you always now wonder, and it eats at you in your head, what could it have been if I ended up going out with her? Would I have been the best boyfriend in the world? Would I have had the best ever partner in the world? Would I have found true love and be married to this chick? Am I going to be single for the rest of my life because I don't have this chick by my side, and she was supposed to be the one that was supposed to marry for the rest of my whole entire eternal life? Am I going too far with the whole entire crush thing? Okay, maybe not everybody thinks that way either, so I'm sorry that not everybody thinks the way I do when it comes to crushes. But let me tell you about this one girl that I ended up falling in love with, and I was just so nervous. I had those butterflies in my stomach. I couldn't control them. I just had that nervous feeling when I wanted to talk to this chick and actually, you know, get to be her boyfriend, because I wanted her to be my boyfriend because I thought she was that beautiful. This was back when I was like in 4th grade, and I just ended up starting to find out what love was. You know that moment where your parents are afraid that you're gonna hit puberty and you just want to have like sex with every single girl that you see? Well, I think this is the time when I started figuring out that sort of stuff. And you know, I saw this girl named Michelle, and Michelle, this is the first time I've ever seen this chick because she was a brand new girl that I never saw in my whole entire life. And when this girl got on the bus, I remember what she was wearing. She was distinctly wearing a pink dress that I was just, for some reason, mesmerized with how much she looked so good in that thing, which is kind of weird because I guess you can say I was kind of like turned on by it, but it's kind of weird to like say that, I guess, an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, however old I was back in like 4th grade, to say that they were turned on by the fact that they saw this girl in a pink dress. But I guess that's how you can consider it as when I was like 8 years old looking at this girl. And you know, I was with the fellas back of the bus. You know how you were in the back of the bus and you consider yourself a cool kid? Well, that's what I was just like acting like. You know, I was considering myself kind of like the cool kid because I was sitting in the back of the bus. You know, I was chilling with my homies. We were having always a good time. You know, we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh in the back of the thing because we were that cool. We were that dope when it came to this whole entire bitch. We ran that bus, boy. All right, let me just stop kidding you. But, you know, back at the bus, though, I was just, like, looking at this girl. I was just staring at her. I was talking about just, like, you know, that creeple kind of stare. No, don't call Chris Hansen on me because I'm not that perverted, you know, pedophile-ish kind of stare where you try to, like, you know, molest a little kid. No, not that kind of stare. I'm talking about, like, oh, my gosh, she's so beautiful kind of stare. That kind of stare where you just can't get your eyes off a girl because you're that in love with how she looks. That was the kind of look I gave this girl because I wanted her to be my girlfriend. I really did, because she was that beautiful to me. I really thought that she was that beautiful. And, you know, it was just unfortunate that I didn't have her in any of my classes for some reason, because, you know, in 4th grade, it was kind of weird what we did in elementary school. We would switch classes when it came to reading and math, but we would stay in classes in, like, the same exact classroom when it came to every other subject, which is just weird, in my opinion, why we did that. I still don't understand why we did that to any age, but it was unfortunate that I never saw this girl in any of those other 2 classes that I really had back in elementary school. So I was just sit there just staring at her at the bus whenever she came through, and I would just keep giving her that same stare, that same like pedophile-ish, I guess you can describe it, stare that you guys want to consider instead of that beauty stare. But I gave her that beautiful girl stare that I just can't get my eyes off of her every single time whenever she came on the bus or whenever she was about to leave the bus, because she was just that cute to me back in 4th grade, man. She was just adorable. I'm sorry, I just couldn't help myself. I mean, how many times can I describe it to you? I was really just wanting this girl by my side. And I remember one of my fellas, his name was Log, man. I named him Log for a reason. But, you know, he was looking at me just staring at this girl, Michelle. And he just had to end up pointing out to me Yo, Jonathan, why are you always staring at Michelle every single time that she gets on or gets off the bus? Are you in love with her? Ooh, someone's in love with somebody. Ooh, someone's in love with somebody. And back in the day, man, back when like in 4th grade, for some reason, like whenever you like, it was not actually cool for like, at least for me back in like elementary school, it wasn't really that cool to like a girl, you know. You would be made fun of for liking a girl, you know, like you had a crush on a girl where everybody would start making fun of you for it. So immediately when he ended up going like, ooh, you're in love with the girl, I would be like, no, no, I don't love that girl. No, she's got like cuties and stuff, and she's disgusting, she's ugly. I was saying like all these lies trying to make up and cover up the fact that yes, I was in love with the girl, but I didn't want to be like singled out as the fact that I actually do love this girl, but I didn't want anybody to find out about it. So I just made up a bunch of bullshit to try to cover my ass. So, and like everybody was just making fun of me now, the fact that Log ended up starting to chant that I'm in love with Michelle. And now you have everybody coming up to me saying that, so when are you going to date her, huh? Are you going to kiss her? Oh, that's disgusting. You're going to put your tongue inside of her mouth and everything. And I'm just like, what the hell? Are you serious that you're saying this sort of stuff? But that's beside the fact, though. Back in the day, I used to have this friend named Luis also. And Luis, he ended up challenging me. And he told me, hey, yo, Jonathan. Hey, yo, my boy, Jonathan. I guarantee you that you won't even have the balls to actually go up to her and actually ask her to be your date for something, or actually be your girlfriend for one day. I dare you. I know you won't do it. And you know, the Mia back then who used to just love challenges, and you know, if there's a dare that I'm willing to go out there and go get it, I'm gonna go do it and go get it to my fullest potential, because that's just how I am. So I went out and set out this goal saying that I'm gonna get Michelle and she's gonna be my girlfriend for at least one day. So as I'm riding the bus in the morning, my whole entire plan's in place, where I'm just thinking to myself, okay, how am I gonna get this girl? She walks in, she walks up to the bus, she's passing by me, and my heart is just racing a little bit. It's just bumping. I'm getting those butterfly feelings in my stomach that is just flying around in your stomach that makes you feel nervous. I don't like that feeling very much, but you know what? I had to deal with it, because that's just how love is, isn't it? And so I'm thinking about Michelle, and I'm just like stuttering my way to say hello to her. I'm just keep studying. I'm just like, hello. And then she's just looking at me with this weird stare like, who the hell is that weirdo? And she just looks away and walks away. So I fail at that point, and Luis just gives me this pep talk where he's just like, you know what, Jonathan, I feel bad for you just now. I feel really bad that you ended up getting yourself not getting that girl just now. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell her that you like her, all right? And I'm just Luis like, yo, bruh, chill. Chill, Luis, chill, man. Just chill out for a second. Don't go and do that to her. Because if you tell her that I actually like her without me being the one that tells her, then I'm probably going to be looking like the loser over here. And then she's not going to want to go on a date with me after all. So please, don't do that to me. Just don't do that to me. Just hold up for a second. And so Luis tells me, all right, man, I'll hold up for a second. But you got till the afternoon and bus time. If you don't say a word to her, at least even say hello to her, then I'm just going to go ahead and shout out that you like that chick, all right? All right. So now pressure's on, man. You know, like Kobe in the 4th quarter with like 10 seconds left. Pressure's on. Now I got to get this girl, you know. I'm going to take this challenge. I'm going to win this challenge. So I get on the bus in the afternoon. And as I'm going up in the bus, there's Michelle just right there. You know, I start looking at her. You know, I start giving her that same stare with that little beauty stare that I always like, you know, that I was just talking about that looks kind of like a pedophile where you have to call Chris Hansen. I gave her that stare again. I gave her that same old stare. And I'm just watching her, and I'm about to wave at her, and I think she ended up noticing me staring at her without me actually taking into account that she was staring at me. So I think she was a little creeped out by the fact that I was staring at her. So when she had that little creeped out look, I didn't end up waving because I got that same butterfly feeling again in my stomach. So I didn't want to actually, you know, be like a weirdo and actually not give her any wave, you know. So I didn't give her a wave after all. I know, that's how sad it is. I didn't talk to her. But Luis, that son of a bitch, though, he wasn't playing any games. Like, that guy wasn't playing any games when he said that he was going to actually go out there and tell her herself. Because the first thing Luis did was saying, hey, Michelle, Jonathan likes you. You should talk to her. And then Michelle turns to me and just goes like, ew, you like me? And in my head, I'm just like, damn, she said I was ill. That girl said I was ill. and I was heartbroken ever since then. That's how my first crush ever went, man. I didn't get my girl like I wanted to. You fail sometimes, and then you just gotta get yourself back up because you're just not in pieces and you're broken into pieces, but you're not really broken into pieces. You're still there for the dog fights. But unfortunately, I didn't get the girl like I thought I was gonna get the girl. So I guess, yeah, it didn't work out the way I wanted to. Hope you guys enjoyed this story, man. It's been your boy, ShadowKiller0212. And if you guys enjoyed the story and you're interested in seeing more videos from me, there are 2 videos on your screen right now in front of you. The video on your left will lead you to the last story time with ShadowKiller0212 on Monday. And that story is about how my friend ended up messing up his baseball career by simply doing some drugs, and he just shouldn't have done any drugs in the first place. Wow. The video on your right will take you to a video about how what I think that Battlefield Hardline should incorporate so it can make the game a lot better. It's pretty much my wish list. It's my part 1 of my wish list. So if you guys want to check it out, that video is on the right. And if you guys are interested in following me on any social media websites and all, I'm on twitter.com/ShadowKiller0212. You can like me on Facebook, ShadowKiller0212. Just look me up on there. And also you can find me on Twitch. I'm going to be eventually live streaming. I'm almost going to be home back in Charlotte where I used to live at. And I'm going to be able to live stream now that I'm back in Charlotte here in a second. I'm going to be back in Charlotte soon. So if you guys are interested in some live streams, I plan on doing some live streaming very soon. It's been your boy ShadowKiller0212. Follow me on twitch.tv, ShadowKiller0212. And as always, adios mi amigos. Peace.